Hello, 6th grade. Today you are going to organize the images or pictures that you collected yesterday for your book trailer. It's important to organize the images so that you know exactly where you got each one. If you just take pictures off the internet without organizing them, chances are that you will get confused about where you got them and will end up not citing your sources correctly. That means that you will end up plagiarizing because you will not be giving credit for the pictures that you use. Remember, if you use anything of someone else's and pass it off as your own, that is plagiarism. Plagiarism is a form of stealing and is just as serious an offense as stealing. So let's organize the images. First of all, you should put all your images in a folder on your desktop, like the one I have here. Later, you should move this folder to your Study Skills folder because what is left on your desktop is not backed up on the school server. You should never leave stuff that you really need to save on the desktop, but for temporary work, we can make a folder here. To make a folder on the desktop, go to the lower left-hand corner of your screen and click on what I call the blue faces, which is the Finder icon. Once you click on it, let's get rid of this, you will have to go to File up at the top and then click on that, click on New Folder, double-click on the title of the new folder which appears on your desktop and rename it. Actually, just single-click, single-click. Name the folder Images for Book Trailer. So if you get rid of that, whoops, there we go. Images for Book Trailer. There we go. It's renamed. So now put all the pictures you collected yesterday in this folder by dragging and dropping. Notice that my folder here has all the pictures that I used in my book trailer. If all your pictures were automatically named image when you copied them from websites, then you need to double-click on each image name and rename it something that will distinguish it from all others. For instance, if this says Picture of Virginia Falls here, I can click on it like that, click one more time, and then I can rename it Image of Virginia Falls. Don't change the JPEG extension, you need that. Remember that yesterday you were supposed to make a document like this one here, where you were supposed to put the URL for every picture you collected? You'll need that document for today because you're going to cite at least 2 sources today. This is how we do it. First of all, you go to Safari, down here, the compass icon, type the words Night Cite in the Google search box, K-N-I-G-H-T, oh, there it is for us, first selection here, Night Cite, go to Night Cite Citation Service, hit enter or return, of course that's what I did. This will lead you to a website that will help you cite your sources properly. This is where you will make a citation that tells exactly where you got your images. Let's put this down on the dock for now by minimizing it, clicking the yellow button at the top. We'll need it in a minute, but first we have to look at something else. If you have it down on the dock, you can easily bring it back and minimize it again. Bring it back and minimize it again. Now let's look at the document you made. Here's mine for an example. You'll be using yours. I'm using mine just to show you how to do this. I need to cite the source for the picture I copied of the Nahanni River, this one here. I click on the URL and I find that it's a hyperlink that takes me to the website. I'm going to be looking at this website for some important information as I cite my sources. I'm going to minimize this website. I'm going to put it down on my dock by clicking the yellow button at the top. Then I can bring it up again whenever I need to look at it again, like that. Minimize. Bring it back, minimize. Let's click on my second URL, the one for the map that I used of the Northwest Territory. Again, I get to the website by clicking on the link. Come on, let's go. Okay, that one's not opening up. Another way to do that oh, here it goes. Okay, there we go. Another way to do it would be just to copy and paste the URL into the browser again. Then that would work probably as if you copied it correctly in the beginning. So I get to the website by clicking on the link, and I'm going to minimize this website too. Now we have 3 websites minimized. We have Cite, we have the first 2 websites where I got pictures. Let's bring up Cite. We'll choose the template on the bottom left. We're going to go to where it says online only and click on entire website because we are going to make a citation for an entire website. Click on it to find all the information that your citation must include. If your website has a particular author, you must include his name. Make sure you capitalize and spell the name properly, and also know the difference between the author's first and last names. Usually you don't have to worry about middle initial. Correctly spell the website title down here. Check the home page of the website or the contacts page to find this information. For instance, if I was doing this website here, okay, here's my page, but I might have to go to About Us or Home or Contact Us to find the author. So let's go to Contact Us. Andrea McNeil is my manager for this website, or this Canadian Heritage Rivers Board Secretariat. So I might put her name down as the website editor. Some of this information can be skipped, but for sure, in most cases anyway, you must have the author of the website, and you must have the website title. Now the website title on this one is, let's see, let's go to the home page to find the website title. Because remember, a website is just a bunch of pages all together. This website title is the Canadian Heritage Rivers System. Let's see if we can find a date for the website. Scroll all the way down on the bottom. Usually the date is on the bottom. Okay, here it says copyright 2011. You can barely see that, but where it says copyright 2011, that's going to be the date of my website. So on the home page I find the title, and I usually at the bottom find the date. Now remember, that's not the page I was actually using, but I do need to go to the home page to find the contact information. So put the author's name down, the website title, the website editor's name. Don't have to worry about sponsoring organization usually. Example is PBS, but we don't have that website. Okay, date published. That would be, you don't know the month, you don't know the day, but in my case you know that it's 2011, so you just type it in. The resource was not found using a database. The URL is not too long to cite. The date accessed is going to be today's date, whatever that happens to be. Then you would change this to yes, so you can include the URL. A new box will appear, and that's where you put the URL of the website. So if I bring up my first website here, I want to copy this URL. I want to copy it. So I just right click on it, or control click, excuse me, and then I get this menu. Copy. Oops, excuse me. Okay, where did Cite go? Okay, there it is. Okay, so then I would paste that URL in here, Command V, and then I hit submit. When you hit submit, you'll find your citation right here. This is your citation. It's ready-made. Check the spelling and capitalization to make sure it's correct. If it isn't, hit Edit, Current Citation, and go back and make whatever changes you need to make. Then hit Submit again. When you are sure your citation is correct, you may copy and paste it to a new Word document. So what I would do then is I'd go to Microsoft Word. Okay, I need to open a new document, so I'd go to File, New Blank Document. Okay, I'm going to go to Cite. Whoops. Here, let's start here. There. Oh, we just want that part there. Then I control click so I can copy it. And then I'm going to go back to my blank document and I put it in there. Okay. Now normally when you do this, The first line is not indented, but the second line should be. This URL is too long to fit on the first line. So what you do is you go to the end of the first line, you hit return, and then you press tab and it moves over. That's all you have to do. Just in this case it is, because the URL is too long to fit up there. Okay, now we're going to change this to a works cited page too. Let's just put a title on this page. Let's go to Toolbox. Let's hit Alignment and Spacing, because we're going to center a title up here. Caps lock, works cited. Put in an extra return there. So you'll make a list of works cited here, and why don't you just go ahead and save as works cited. Make sure it saves to your Documents folder, not your desktop. Then hit Save. Okay, I already have a folder named that for another class, so I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to cancel, but you would just hit Save. Okay, so any citation you make has to go on this page, and you need to save it. Save it with a name that will help you remember where it is, and then put it in your Study Skills folder. Okay, that's your first citation. You're going to have to do that with every single image that you've got here. You go to the website, you put the information in cite. Oops, I'm sorry, we should start a new citation here. Instead of submit, hit start a new citation, and then you're set to do the next image. Follow these steps for citing at least 2 images. Then you may work on assignments for other classes today. If you are done with your work in all your other classes, cite as many of your images as you can by following these steps. The sooner you get your sources cited, the sooner we can go on to the fun of putting your pictures into iMovie, adding sound effects, and coming up with a great new project. You just have to give credit where credit is due.